If you seek treasure in your life, avoid the frequented paths that others tend to fall trap to. With a sense of familiarity and predictability, the easily assigned dreams are given to those who are looking for security and not grandeur. On the quest for treasure, you have to begin to first realize that it is exactly that. As you have heard in the stories, that upon a quest you find your treasure. Quest usually begins with a sense of urgency, an almost desperate desire for something. Fame, love, wealth. These are the treasures of life that are often desired by people who dare to go look for them. Now, the opposite of treasure is security. Security is a sense that you are doing something that brings a predictable good enough. That you are going to be promised, at the end of the day, your fair share. People who choose the mediocre path tend to come up half empty rather than half full. They tend to regret the choices that they did not make, the chances, the opportunities they turned down out of fear. Now, to take on the quest for the treasure requires first removing your sense of security, removing your desire for all your desires and treasures of life to be predictable. That you know with a certainty when that check is coming through this week. You know with certainty when you have time set aside. You know exactly who everybody is. And everybody you feel is important to know you already knows you or doesn't. And you're satisfied with the level of where things are. The treasures of life come with leaps of faith. They come with doing things that others have deemed to be impossible. There's no credible data on your pursuit. There's no examples. There's no evidence. There's no books that are peer-reviewed. It's all just out there. You're on the frontier. You're at the forefront of what you love. You are stepping into the unknown with no precedent. And now this is where the treasure lies. Treasure never lies with the X on the map, because treasure is usually forgotten, lost. There's no record of it. So you need to begin to use different tools to find treasure. Now, you'll find in the world of fantasy and in the world of reality, those who quest for treasure tend to find it in similar ways. They remove expectations of the process. They allow their senses to sniff things out. They take things one step at a time, knowing that each and every day they are getting closer to what they have promised for themselves. Those who seek treasure are instilled with a sense of drive. They have a maddening curiosity to find something that is beyond the ordinary. Now, to be ordinary is to be less than half. To be ordinary is to feel incomplete, incompetent, limited, because you chose security. You are infinitely wealthy the moment you start to prioritize your own personal abundance. Once you stop feeding into a machine and you start feeding into the self, you become infinitely abundant. The things that money cannot buy in this life, and when they try, there has to be a high price on it. for treasure, it's almost, as many people have described, invaluable. You cannot find treasure if the treasure was not meant for you. If you're on the quest to find someone else's treasure, you'll spend your whole life not finding it. Having the different senses to genuinely find this hidden wealth of the universe, of the world, starts with removing your idea and your sense of what it is you're looking for. The traditional idea is you find the gold bar, you bring it to market, and ta-da, you found treasure. You've capitalized off of it. Hooray. Now, genuine treasure requires no specific form, but genuine treasure becomes a beacon of infinite abundance, because the unique value that you are therefore able to apply brings you a surplus within any category of your choosing. Become the best at what you love. Do it wholeheartedly with everything you've got. If you don't, you will suffer from the complex of mediocrity. If you find it is difficult to stick to one path, if you find it is difficult to stick to one idea, one topic, there's a fear that if I decide today to commit to an occupation, a path, a lifestyle, that I am going to miss out on these other paths and lifestyles if I do not choose them. Creates a state of indecision where most of the walking sleepers, are not aware. They are not conscious of what is happening with them. To begin to separate yourself from that type of pack, you have to realize infinite greatness comes to those who choose to be great. The quest of spirituality is easy. To provide something of tremendous value that the world loves you for. And to find this, all you need to do is find what you love, regardless of how you're feeling, highs or lows. You have it within you to do it. You have it within your soul to wake up and say, I'm going to do this. Now, remember, treasure is never found by those who choose security over treasure. If you are looking for the predictable life, you are on the wrong video. You are perhaps looking for a finances video teaching you how to budget your money. No, I'm not here to lecture you about any of that. I'm here to teach you how to find treasure. You have to feel it in your heart first. And you need to stop telling yourself how it's going to appear, because you're going to know it when you see it. You have to trust in your intuitions. You need to stop looking up the explanations, always turning to the books for the answers. You need to start turning within for the answers. You need to start building a relationship with the treasure before you find it. And as you build that secret relationship with the treasure begins to whisper. It begins to give calls, hints, leaves a trail. And you'll find yourself just stumbling upon, one day, easily accessing it all. One person's backyard is another person's infinite wealth. One person's chance at everything that they've ever dreamed starts with doing what the others refuse to do. You will find what you love as you have matched the vibration of it. And all those who sing with such freedom will know each other when they see them. Those who have no faith cannot find treasure. If you cannot put faith into the air, then the air cannot guide you. You need wind in your sails, do you not? For your quest for treasure, you need coal in the furnace. Investments, sacrifice. Treasure is only achieved by those who recognize the sacrifice required to obtain it. Your steady occupation might need to be abandoned. Your familiar relationships, friendships, associations, those too, they might need to be abandoned. You're going to find that what you really, really want is to be free in yourself, for yourself. You do not want to have to compromise your joys with the demands of this world. You want to be able to wholeheartedly be you. And in order to access that, you need to find that garden. You need to find that place where you're able to be yourself. Searching through the vast deserts with no sense of comfort is not the quest of treasure. The quest of treasure is first the quest within. That in order to find the treasure that you are looking for, you've got to do things a little differently. You've got to have a different sense upon your mind. It is not those who are selfish who are truly on the quest for treasure. The selfishness is out of this sense of security. The treasure is not from finding something that promises you wealth. The treasure is something that greatly supplements and gives you a tremendous unfair advantage in accumulating whatever it is you so desire. The quest to find your treasure, the quest to find any desire you so want, to bring it full circle, you need to do what you truly want to do. And each and every day is going to give you a sign. It's going to give you an indicator that you're doing it right, or you're kind of missing the point. You're getting hot, you're getting cold. When you least expect it, the treasure will be right under your nose. Now, most people do not know how to recognize treasure. Full circle. If it's not the gold bar, then what is it? It is the human gift of imagination that adds value to all things. And for you to be able to tap into the infinite and tap into the world of imagination, within the world of imagination, you're going to be able to apply infinite value to what you find that brings you infinite joy. And if you find something that brings you joy and you do it well, I promise you, it's not going to be you that finds the treasure. It's going to be the treasure that finds you. It's been an honor to share this transmission with you today. My divinity into yours. The apprenticeship available at seldomdreams.com for the magical craft is going to help you access all the muscle memory left here on earth, that all things that have ever lived, walked, existed. They have left part of themselves in the ethereal fabric of everything. It's not for me to hand you my own personal spells or my own blueprints. It's for me to teach you how to access yours. Now, magic is demonstratable. Magic also demands results. And so with this quest that I present you with, you will be given access to the infinite resource that you are looking for. A key guardian angel will help deliver you to your wealth. It's not my job to hand this connection to you, but to help you cultivate it. So the aspirant magus, spiritualist, whatever cloak you put on over yourself, head on over to seldomdreams.com, check out our apprenticeship and consultation services. It would be an honor to train with you. My divinity into yours, and until next time, Blessings, and take care.